My name is Bryan Street. My real job is I'm a facilities maintenance engineering manager for a larger printing company. I do this horse thing as my hobby and get out there in the wilderness or even Minnesota trail rides as much as I can. My hobby started out when I was real young. My grandfather at a young age taught me to be around horses, and I had a passion for it. When I was probably about 10 or 12 years old, my parents took me on a ride, horseback ride in Helena, Montana. And from that point on, I just wanted to be on horses in the mountains. I think the type of people that are attracted are not only, they've got to be really avid outdoorsmen. You got to love it outdoors. And of course, you have to have love for horses and put a huge amount of trust in them. When you're on the side of a mountain and your trail's only this wide and the trail goes down 1,000 feet, you have to be a trusting person also. But I think the outdoors person and being comfortable in the wilderness, you know, when you're back in the trail and you have 10 days back and it's going to take you, 10 days to get out, you don't have a lot of luxuries. We've gone as small with the 3 horses here and 1 guy. A luxury would be having 2 pack horses, but unfortunately I go a lot of times with 1 pack horse, and depending on how long we're going to be, we might not even have space for a tent. So you're sleeping on a tarp or you're under the stars, or at the best case tarp, or otherwise under the stars. And a luxury might be a hot pot of coffee in the morning, which we don't even bring the percolator with because we don't have the weight or the space. So you make what they refer to as cowboy coffee, where you just kind of boil the water and dump the grounds in. And you have to end up eating a lot of dried foods. A luxury is catching a fish now and then. So I guess that's it. It's not for everyone. You got to be able to let loose from your cell phones and your TVs and stuff like that, and things can get kind of ugly, but you get through it. This particular horse, his name is Levi. He's a registered quarter horse. His color would be black. He's been with me for a number of years now. He's been to the mountains probably about 6 times, and other various trips throughout the country. He's a pretty good boy. He just came out of the pasture. He's a little dirty and stuff like that. So I'm just going to show you quick how to throw a saddle on. One of the most important things about getting a saddle, first it has to fit right, but padding is an important thing when you're out in the mountains too, because it's hard on a horse going up and down the terrain, especially down is tough on their legs as it would be as for you. So the correct pad is important. This is what we call the cinch. Cinch is what holds the saddle in place. The piece I have in my hand now is called a latigo. That's what we tighten it up with. This is, his name is Gomez. He's a John mule. He's 14 years old. One of the reasons why we use mules in the backcountry is mainly, you can ride them, but mainly for pack. Because of their bone structure and their stronger abilities and athletic abilities, they're able to carry about twice as much as a horse can on their back, a dead weight. It's a lot harder for an animal to carry dead weight than it is a person. You could take a person that weighs 250 pounds and a horse would have no problem. But if you put that dead weight on the horse, you'd hurt him. So a horse we usually try to pack about 150. Gomez has carried up to 300. And it's just pretty much because of their body structure. Come on, buddy. I have a dream or a goal that I want to ride the Continental Divide from Canada to Mexico. And each year I try to do a small portion of that. Maybe each year I do, anywhere from 100 to 150, 200 miles. But I've done it in 5 different states now, so I'm a long ways from finishing. I'll probably never finish, but it sure is fun trying.